Hello everyone, I hope that you're having a lovely day and welcome back to a new video. Although the weather outside is not completely giving us spring summer yet, spring is definitely coming. Easter is just around the corner, so in today's video we are going to do a little cozy, chatty, get ready with me spring edition. Which sounds really interesting, but basically it's just me doing my makeup like always, but with a little bit of a pastel color touch, I guess. As you can see, my skin is quite stressed out at the moment, and I sort of have a feeling that this is because I haven't cleaned my makeup brushes in a minute. Okay, so this is kind of going to be the inspiration for today's look. Not the entire look, because I'm not a huge fan of the eyebrows. They are a little bit too like feathered and bushy for me, but especially for the eyes, this is going to be our guide. Before we get into the makeup, I'm first gonna prime my face. This is a cute tiny version of the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. I got this one gifted as a sample in the store, and I actually really like this one because it is so lightweight, so hydrating, and I do really feel like my makeup sits on top of this very flawlessly. Oh, I'm so sorry guys, I feel like my skin looks terrible in this video, but you know, this is also the very real side of social media. This is just what my skin looks like some days, and that's totally fine. So like I said, I do want a very glowy, natural finish base, so I'm gonna start off with a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is quite a dark shade for me. As you can see, this is actually my summer shade. I love to use this as like a tinted moisturizer in summer, but when I combine this with a lighter foundation on top, I do feel like it blends in really nicely. I am gonna put some on my neck as well, just to blend everything in together and not make me look like I have a mask on. So I don't know about you guys, but I am having such a good week. Like, my mood has been all over the place for the past few weeks. Like, sometimes I was feeling great, sometimes I was a little bit more like depressed, or you know, everything felt a little bit gray. But I feel like this week, especially because we had some nicer weather and I had a lot of free time to work on my goals, I don't know, I just feel absolutely great this week, and I'm really hoping that I can hold on to this feeling as long as possible. Okay, so now that we're looking like we have an awful self-tan on, the first thing I'm going to do is spot conceal, because this big guy on my cheek needs to be covered as much as possible, together with some other blemishes, so that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer to spot conceal. This is absolutely not the best concealer for spot concealing, but to be fair, I don't really have anything else right now, and I'm really hoping to get my hands on the NARS spot concealer soon, but for now this is just gonna do. I am using the shade 06 for the people who are interested. So this is a very light concealer, so it is gonna be a little bit too light for normal spot concealing. But because I am going over my base with a lighter foundation, I think it will be fine. Just sort of tap it into the skin and just lightly fade away the edges. And of course I'm gonna save that big boy for last. Then for my foundation, I'm actually going in with the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I use the shade 5 in this one. I do have to give a little disclaimer that this is most of the time my summer shade, so it may be a little bit too dark, but I think we can make it work. I love everything about this skin tint. It is lightweight, it feels like you have nothing on your face, the coverage is beautiful, and the finish as well. Like, look at that glow that you can still definitely see. Always bring it down to my neck. And because it's spring, I'm feeling a little bit of a brighter under eye. So I'm going back into that Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Add some on my under eye and the high points of my face. And I'm also gonna shape with this, so lift up under my eyes. Okay, I've just turned down the brightness the tiniest bit because I feel like it's a little bit more clear to see now. I mean, I am absolutely obsessed with this base so far. I absolutely love it. So let's quickly set my under eyes before they start to crease, because I can see a little bit of creasing already. I'm gonna take some of my Huda Beauty powder and set it with a little powder puff. For blush, I'm gonna use a little bit of cream blush from Fenty Beauty. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in the shade Petal Poppin'. This is a beautiful bright pink, but not too bright pink tone, so I think it will be perfect for the Easter spring look that we're going for. That is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna set the rest of my face a little bit with some Jeffree Star Loose powder. Just a little bit on the places that we have not really set yet, so that I can easily go over it with my powder bronzer. Because the powder bronzer that I'm going to use is of course the Charlotte Tilbury one. I absolutely love this one. I believe it is one of my favorite products that I have in my entire collection. I like to use a little flat eyeshadow brush to contour my nose with this. And I just sort of brush really lightly because I don't want a muddy nose. And work that into my eyebrow bones as well. So now for brows, I'm gonna do that off camera really quickly because that takes a lot of concentration and really weird faces, so I'm not gonna bore you with anything. Let me get back to you in a minute. Okay, the brows are on. They're definitely not perfect. They are never ever perfect, believe me, but they will do. Oh my god, I was so ready to move on to the eyes and I almost forgot to give myself some highlighting. And I found this old Jeffree Star highlighter that I still have in the shade Princess Cut, which is a beautiful baby pink frosty highlighter. I have no idea if you can see this on camera, but that looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the most important thing that I want to do before I apply any eyeshadow is prime my eyelids, because we are going to play with some colors, and especially because these are quite light pastel colors, I want them to pop as much as possible. Okay, so I'm using the Makeup Revolution Ultimate Eye Base, and I'm just applying a little bit of this on each eyelid because a little bit goes a very long way. Okay, so the palettes that I'm going to use are these two. So this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette and this is a Morphe 35P palette. First up, I'm gonna pop this color in the crease and like a little bit all over my lid just to prime my eyes. I use this one a lot actually as a transition color and I feel like it is just perfect for that purpose. Then I'm going in with a little bit more of a mauvey pink shade, this one, to define my crease even more. Then I'm gonna take this purple shade to focus on my outer V of my eye and a little bit in the crease as well. With a tiny little brush, I'm going in with this pink shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette and apply that on my lid. With this pinky purple shade, I'm gonna connect those two colors together. And what I've been looking forward to the most is applying this very bright lilac shade on my inner corners. And now the thing that I think is going to make this look really pop is add a very bright color on my lower lash line. And for that, I think I'm going in with this aquatic blue color, so wish me luck. So with that same color, but the shimmery one in the corner, I'm gonna connect my inner corner and my lower lash line together. So because it looks so crazy now, I do feel like I need to do quite a big wing in order to correct all of the craziness. So with a little Kiko eye pencil, I am gonna draw a little wing, maybe a big wing. Okay, let me add some mascara, maybe some lashes, we'll see, and hope that this look can kind of come together in some way. Okay, so we're finished with the eyes. This is what they look like. They are actually really growing on me. This is so out of my comfort zone. And still, I feel like it looks really cool. I just applied some mascara because I wasn't really feeling lashes today. I don't know, I feel like it would be too heavy and it would take away from the beautiful shimmer that is on the lid of my eyes. And because this is quite a bright eye look, I do want to keep my lips very natural. So I'm just going in with a very basic nude Primark lip liner. I believe it is the shade Foxy Nude. And then I'm going in with a Kiko Milano lipstick. This is the shade 01. But for me, this is the perfect nude lip, especially when I'm having more of a brighter eye. I can really balance it out with this lip. And this is a very lightweight lipstick, but it is a little bit mattifying, and I feel like I want to keep the glow and the gloss going in this look. So I am gonna add in a little bit of the Kat Von D lip gloss in the shade Camellia. So this is the final look of today's video. I absolutely love it. I did not expect it to turn out like this. Like, I had a very different vision in my head. Very different from what I'm used to, but still so pretty. Oh my god, I almost forgot setting spray because we do want this to last a little bit longer than an hour. So I'm gonna use a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, let me know if there are looks that you want me to try out in the future. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like down below. If you're interested in seeing more videos from me, makeup, fashion, lifestyle, anything related, then you can subscribe to my channel. It is completely free and I would love to have you join my YouTube family. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see you in the next video. Bye!